Welcome.
Hello, it is Thursday. And of course, we have Jurassic Park. Ah, you can't hear it. I can't. Oh, did I turn it on? No, I didn't. Sorry, I had it turned off because I was listening to the music at the same time. Hello. Yes, sorry about that. I had my Sierra medley that I put together on uh on output and monitor so I can listen to it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So, sorry about that, Chris. Today is a very special day, and it has been an amazing one at that. Today is the day that Colossal Cave has been released for multitude of platforms. They are still working on putting it out for some others, and there's going to be some bugs along the way. I don't know if this was patched yet or not for my version of the Switch, but we will find out. I will be also getting a copy eventually for Steam. Um, we also have a lovely benefactor. This stream is brought to you by Dark Art Gaming, uh, and also Dark Art's animation studios. So, listen, Mindy, bugs in a game. It happens. Oh, yeah. I am so happy for Colossal Cave. Enjoyed chatting in the Colossal Cave Discord today. As am I, Dr. Mimiki. It was just so astounding having both Ken Williams and Roberta Williams uh, come onto the Colossal Cave Discord. They definitely made everybody feel very happy and appreciative of this game, especially in mentioning that this game has not been backed by anybody. This is a game of blood, sweat, and tears of Ken and Roberta and the development team that has been helping them out. They did everything. They didn't get any funding for this. They did it themselves from point A to point B. So we applaud them straight up for that achievement. And Roberta is such a sweetheart. Um, she put everything that she wanted to put in there, and because she didn't write the material originally, she stayed as close to the source as humanly possible, which is fantastic. She could have made it her own, but she didn't because she wanted to honor the hard work that had gone into it from when it was first released as a text-based game. So it's been phenomenal. I know they said they're going to be in and out of the Discord for Colossal Cave. You can find Colossal Cave's Discord on their Facebook page. I will post a link to the one in my Discord as well. It's I am excited. I've been excited since the get go. I was just kind of trying to hop in on the Imagination Network earlier. That didn't go as planned. The server is ridiculously fragile. It's an older system, still being maintained, but it's not from when it was originally released because it's running through DOSBox. So we tried, but it's definitely been fantastic. And anybody who's come in from the Colossal Cave Discord, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys are one of the very many people who understand, especially some of the viewers that we have here. We grew up on Sierra. That was our in and out. It's like right over there you can see my King's Quest and Phantasmagoria. Those are the only physical copies I have of anything now. But I did show this off earlier, but I did get a Sierra tattoo and I just dropped my Switch controllers. Damn it. I did get a Sierra tattoo in the honor of the return of Ken and Roberta Williams. I am super excited. Happy to be here. Watch you explore the cave. I'm Animus over on the Colossal Cave Discord. Hello. It's you ever get so excited? This is like the excitement like the last time I played a really good Tomb Raider. If anything. When I was playing like I'm working on a couple of projects. Don't worry about me. I will fawn over most video games. Tomb Raider and Sierra games are definitely my biggest games. We've all played a Sierra game somewhere along the line. For me, my first one was Donald Duck's Playground. I was 2 on the Commodore 64. And then that just grew into everything because Sierra has such a huge catalog and it has something for everyone. And I am so excited that Roberta and Ken Williams are back in the game, even if it's just for this one stint. It means the world to a lot of people. So I don't know if Ken and Roberta Williams will ever say this, and I know I was singing their praises in the Discord. Thank you so much for our childhood and the memories, full-heartedly. So now that I'll get that out of the way, because otherwise I could just praise all day. So I do have it set up on my Switch at the moment. Just popping in because I saw you're playing this. I'm about to start with my kiddos. Next generation of gamers, absolutely. My kids enjoy Sierra games. Their favorite one right now is The Incredible Machine, which is a great one to get started on. Lost Secrets of the Rainforest, I've got them to play a little bit. But tinkering around with the Incredible Machine is one of their favorite things to do. Prawn, you're as excited as I was for Baldur's Gate 3. I can believe that. And hello, Prawny. Yes, Chris did the Colossal Chord. Compose and breathe. Okay, the Colossal Cave Discord, Chris had posted. Les is totally not a drive-through getting hot chocolate. Uh, good run is a Tim Hortons run. Full hardly. I still want Baldur's Gate 3. My first was King's Quest 7 sitting on my dad's lap. Hooked ever since. King's Quest 7 is a great game. It's one of the more fun animated ones. I'm a huge Torrance Passage fan. If something fell through with Colossal Cave, I was going to play Torrance Passage just because it is one of my favorites of all time. Yes, Space Quest. 11 years old. Space Quest is amazing. I've.
Hello.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow, that one, Julie Boo. Appreciate. I do play Sierra games every Sunday. Right now, we're working on Quest for Glory 4 because during all of the month of October, I did the more horror based games, which I based the opening and exit intro that I have currently assigned. It's not my normal intro and outro, but I did it for Halloween and I added it to tonight just because it is such a special night. Um, but yeah, like I have got the Sierra fire going on right now. I can go on for days. Uh, yeah, Space Quest is great. I love every iteration of Space Quest. One of my favorite games is Mrs. Astro Chicken by Scumsoft, which also could be downloaded as a separate game, which I had, and I could play Mrs. Astro Chicken all day. Just like even the song, it is a moment. King's Quest 4 was my first. Love King's Quest 4. We did play all the King's Quests already. We were working on Police Quest. I am working on Quest for Glory 4 at the moment just because that was the only one during Halloween we didn't get to play. Um, but I'm going through all of it. I do some Shivers runs as well. I'm trying to get on the Shivers speedrunners. That's that is a task, but I have been playing the randomizer as well. So you'll definitely see some Sierra fans in here. Uh, there's so many, and I'm super excited. I'm just gonna take one more quick look at the chat, and then I'm gonna actually flip it over to the other scene. 11, yeah. It's crazy how much we grow up on those kind of things, and the best part about every single thing about these games is they're timeless. The writing, the thought process, the heart and soul, the music that gets put into these games is just amazing and they still stand to the test of time. That's why we go back to these games, is because they were fantastic. I've played a lot of new games. Am I going to go back to a lot of them? Probably not. Am I going to go back to a Sierra game? Absolutely. Am I going to go back to a Tomb Raider? Absolutely. Core designs. I do play a little bit of Crystal Dynamics, but I'm not a fan. Um, it's it's just the small things that get everything. Even when they were text-based games, even when they were just typing EGA adventures, Sierra has so much detail. Now Cygnus Entertainment, that most games don't put into a lot of thought unless it's an indie game. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to support an indie game, and I am overly excited that it just happens to be an indie game by Ken and Roberta Williams. Everybody's doing good, doing good, doing good. And we are going to get Chris on some Sierra games. He's a youngin', but we'll get him there. Don't you worry about that. Okay. Got my little thing up here. I've already got it on this screen. Basic, effective. I have not opened it. I have not played it. It may be a little buggy, just in case, because I did see on the Discord that the Switch needs to be patched. If it's not, I don't care. I'm playing it. Let's get started. I'm excited. We're going to do this. If it is a little loud, let me know. Please wait. Ooh, so exciting. Yeah, I'm actually gonna pull those up the top, just in case. It is a cute logo. I love it. It's fantastic. Everyone, don't panic. I'm back. He made it through the Tim Hortons drive-thru. Ooh, okay. The Elgato does have a little bit of color problems, so it's not as vibrant as it is on my screen over here. But the more vibrant the color, the better. Okay. Ooh. I like to listen to sounds. Exciting. I feel like the Elgato might be just a little too dark, so let me just tweak the brightness on it. Please. Video. That's about right. Done. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, better be. I'm so disappointed. My color palette needed. We need all the colors. Yes. Sierra, Cygnus, and Roberta. Roberta even had some input on the sounds, so that is fantastic. Uh, let's see here. Cygnus Entertainment was formed in October 2021 by Ken and Roberta Williams. Ken and Roberta Williams are best known as the founders of Sierra Online, a legendary publishing company founded in 1979 and ran for 20 years before retiring. During that time, Sierra Online dominated the industry bestseller charts, releasing over 200 titles, including King's Quest, Space Quest, Phantasmagoria, Ultima, Red Baron, Half-Life, and many others. In 2020, the Williams decided to re-enter the games business, creating Cygnus Entertainment. Their first product is a complete reimagining of the game that inspired Sierra Online, Colossal Cave. Cygnus presently has a team of over 30 full-time employees. And we love each and every one of them. Hellfire was still their best game. There's 2 minutes to choose, and you know that. Okay. Colossal Cave is a reimagining of the original text-based adventure games first introduced in 1975 by Will Crowther and Don Woods as a fully immersive 3D VR experience. Colossal Cave is already well known in tens of millions of gamers worldwide. Several elements of the game, such as code words XYZZY and plow, are recognized through many gamers. Roberta Williams, who has received widespread industry recognition, including several Hall of Fame awards, and who is the designer of several industry-leading hit games, including King's Quest, Phantasmagoria, Black Cauldron, and many more, is adapting the game for the VR world and bringing life to its many characters. In the game, players explore a vast, extensive cave, seeking treasures within. Along the way, they will encounter a variety of characters, some who will attack and some who will entertain. For instance, there is a troll at the troll bridge, a bear, a snake, 7 of course, and a pirate. The player's quest is to find all treasures. The challenge is not easy, and there will be a wide variety of puzzles to overcome. Done. Ringmaster. that there's definitely Ken Williams. If you ever read his book, and I highly suggest you do, not all fairy tales have a happy ending. That's the kind of humor Ken Williams has throughout the whole book. Ringmaster Ken Williams, creative director Roberta Williams, art leads Amber Johnson, Emily Compton, James Carroll, artists Christine, Ethan Vong, Awarton Ruth, Justin Johnson, Marcus Mara, Mitchell Frieden, Morgan Hamilton, Thomas Hopper, Bekuneth Ragden. If I'm pronouncing them wrong, I do apologize. Lead engineers Alan Oliver, Corey Baxter, Dan Thompson, Darren Severance, John West, and Williams. Sydney Hamilton, Corey Baxter, Dom Walker, Justin Hoy, Kyle Johnston, Tobias Byrne Phelps, Will Gordon. And then the marketing. Sound, Will Gordon, Justin Johnson, Roberta Williams. See, told you Roberta worked on the sound. And a special thank you to Dorothy Ferguson, Jason Mann, Jim Lynn, Julia Pung, Kelly Elkins, Osama Doris, Sam Destito, and Victor Cam. Done. All right. Now, Roberta did say something specific as a hint. There is actually a hint line, apparently, for this game, calling back to the old schools. And you better say the thank yous in the end credits, everybody. Thank you, Les. Full-heartedly. She was saying that if you do the introduction, you will get more lamp life. You will get docked 5 points, but if you want your lamp life to live, to do that. So she was giving out some subtle hints throughout the evening, along with one of the other developers. So I will heed their words. And she also said have a notepad. And as always with Sierra Games, I do. I've got my pen. We're ready to rock. Let's go. Yes, because Roberta told me to.
Somewhere nearby is Colossal Cave, where others have found fortunes and treasure and gold. It is rumored that some who enter are never to be seen again, and magic is said to permeate the cave. I know of places, actions, and things. Take me with you, and I will be your eyes and hands. Keep watch on your compass. It will guide you through the cave. I know of a few special objects, such as a black rod hidden in the cave. Take these objects and carry them in your inventory, which will show you the items you're carrying. Some objects have side effects. For instance, the rod scares the bird, and usually people unsuccessfully manipulating an object are attempting something beyond their, or my, capabilities, and should try a different tack.
One thing that was also mentioned is to make sure we hold on to the coins and not leave them at the well. So I will do that.
Take heed that cave passages turn often, and realize that exiting one room to the north does not always guarantee entering the next from the south. And just because you enter a room one time without issue does not mean that you won't be rechanneled elsewhere the next. To get full credit for a treasure, you must leave it safely in the little building, though you do get partial credit for just locating the treasure. Points get lost for getting killed, or for quitting, though the former costs you more. Also, points are based on how much of the cave you've managed to explore. There is a large bonus just for penetrating the deeper cave, distinguishing the beginners from the rest of the pack.
Will this run on your PC, Chris? It should. Ken Williams even mentioned today that he even had it running on an older system at 2 frames per second, but it ran. Oh, I'm trying to use my mouse. Somebody ordered you pizza and you had to pay for it. Well, it's the thought that counts.
There are other ways to determine whether you've survived some of the more harrowing sections. And if you think you've found all the treasures, just keep exploring for a while. There's more to discover. Occasionally, I may offer hints if you seem to be having trouble. If I do, I'll warn you in advance how much it will cost your score to accept the hints. Good luck.
Okay. Let's do it. Before we begin, this game, Colossal Cave, can automatically map your journey as you play. This is recommended, although adventure games aficionados may not want this for themselves. Would you like auto mapping? We'll do it for this time around. Have I played the game previously? No. Would you like to clear existing maps and make a new one? No. Obviously. There's nothing there. Okay. So yeah, this is available in VR. It is available for PlayStation 5, Steam.
You are standing at the end of a road before a small brick building. Around you is a forest. A small stream flows out of the building and down a gully.
Well, in true adventurous fashion, I'm going this way. Back the way we came. Oh, another thing that was super cool about the narrator apparently voiced even a bug that happened in the game that he kind of like just threw in there. It was super funny. If you scroll up, if you're on the Discord to look for it, it is ridiculously funny that he the narrator just plays it off. And it's just like, oh, we're just going to send you back to the beginning of the game. That truly felt like a Seer moment. Unfortunately, that part is not in the game anymore, but there is some audio things as well. The one thing that was really fun, about when they were showing the trailer with Cygnus. Oh, there's Cedric. Let's go say hi to Cedric. Is they had the Cygnus logo in the background, and the mountain is shaped like the Sierra logo, which is ridiculously nice. I'm kind of thinking my version is not the patched version, but I don't care. Hello, Cedric. Here's your vest and monocle, sir. You want me to go jump off the ledge? Sure, why not? That is the time when somebody has to, like, play the King Graham soundtrack of him falling off the cliff. What's up, bro?
A large owl seems to be watching you.
So anything? Yeah, okay, it's anything that highlights. The King Graham screen is part of my sound alerts. You'll find it.
A large owl seems to be watching you. The Great, are you trying to get into the cave? I am prepared to give you a hint, but it will cost you 2 points. Touch the glowing grate if you would like the hint, but hurry before the glow disappears.
No, I'm good, man. My mama told me never to touch glowing grates. You never know if you find Pennywise. It's fun because Ken built this in Unity. Beer back to... Too late, I already beat it. Done. Over. Sorry, I am very much an adventurer, so I will go around everywhere except for where I'm supposed to. Loving the little fireflies.
You are in open forest, with a deep valley to one side. You're in a forest.
I love how it's just like, you're in the forest inside, and then it's just like, you're in a forest.
You're in a forest.
Well, the text-based adventure is not. I'm going to assume this is as equally as hard as Roberta said it was. Okay, so... Oh, oh! Okay, yeah, there is a bit of a run. Let's see what I got. Ah, okay. Player controls. Movement, map, help. The camera, yeah. Okay, X is inventory, plus is menu, obviously. Cycling the cursor is both right and A. Okay. You can't really crouch, but let's see if we can figure it out.
You are in a gentle valley near a stream tumbling along a rocky bed.
Oh, I am currently in the stream getting my shoes wet. Presumably I'm wearing shoes. Okay.
The door is closed.
Oh darn.
The door is closed. The door is closed.
Ah. Hello, Jesse! If anyone plays and gets really stuck, the Narrows have recorded a hotline. Yeah, I know. I think that's really, really funny. Like the old school Sierra hotline lives again. Too bad there's going to be no telephone that we can, like, dial that in inside the game. I love doing that in the old Sierra games. Like in Gabriel Knight 1, Leisure Suit Larry.
There are some keys on the ground here.
Ooh, that's...
You're inside a building, a well house for a large spring.
Oh. Ooh. Cygnus. Cygnus Glaze Gloss. Is it made from real swans? That is the question.
You're inside a well house. You're inside a well house. That won't work here.
Kind of just reminds me of like King's Quest, or not King's Quest, Quest for Glory 4. When you hear, that didn't do anything.
That is useless right now.
But it's cold and moist, and I want to rub my face across it. Okay. This looks really good. Did they make this using Unity, or did they use a different... It is Unity. Ken had to learn how to use Unity. He did a bunch of tutorials using YouTube and stuff like that. And then when he realized, when he got his hands on it, he was finding it very easy to use. So he was really happy using Unity.
There is food here.
Mutton in a bun. We can make sandwiches.
There is a bottle of water here.
It looked like there was a note in it.
There is a shiny brass lamp nearby.
Alright. Well, unless there's something in the rafters, looks like Cedric can get in here, no problem. I'm coming for you. It would be really fun to play this in VR, though. I don't have a VR headset per se. I have one for my cell phone. That's essentially it. I don't even use them that often. Hello, Crumb. It's good to see you.
A large owl seems to be watching you.
Watch out for the cliff, Crumb.
You can't go through a locked steel grate.
Ooh, sassy.
Set of keys.
Gorgeous. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Set of keys.
What is this? Oh, maybe it's
Set of keys. Tasty food.
tasty food. I love that gusto.
Bottle of water. Tasty food. Bottle of water. Set of key. Brass lantern. Tasty. Set of keys.
Ah, okay, we can use our drop. Actually, before I do...
Bottle of water. Bottle
Okay,
of...
I can't touch
Set
the
of
keyboard,
keys.
so that's good. Just wanted to double check.
You have unlocked the grate.
Yeah, I did. Alright, you first. Get in there.
There's no use for that here.
What? We can make barbecue...
That won't work here.
Just remember, you died in Freddy Parkus. Okay. Let's go down. I enjoy that you're walking around with the ham dinner in your pocket. With all the
You're in a
trimmings.
small chamber beneath a
With one
3x3 steel grate to the surface. A low crawl over cobbles leads inwards to the west.
Please keep the area clean.
You're in
Well-
a small chamber beneath a 3x3 steel grate to the surface.
Where's
A
Adam?
low
We need
crawl
him.
over cobbles leads inwards to the west.
I need to recycle.
You're below the grate. A crawl over cobbles leads to the west.
It is true, I am below the grate.
There's no use for that here.
Okay, do the tin can. Need to recycle.
Nothing happens.
I want to go back up.
There's nothing there but stinky trash.
Then why can't I put the can in the trash? This isn't Lost Secrets of the Rainforest? Huh. My mistake.
You're below the grate. A crawl over cobbles leads to the west. You're in a small chamber beneath a 3x3 steel grate to the surface.
Okay.
A low crawl over cobbles leads inwards to the west.
Do we want to go left or do we want to go right? I don't even know if we can go this way. No. It's blocked off. It's the same
You are
thing.
crawling over cobbles in a low passage.
Okay. Duly noted. Okay, we're going right then. One tire.
You're crawling in a low passage.
Okay. Oh, this would be really rough on the knees. There's a birdcage.
There is a small wicker cage discarded nearby.
I know.
That is useless right now.
Why can't I take it and beat the dwarves? Ooh, paperwork. Let's see what we got here. Form to... Looks like tax forms. Left, anyway. Thanks for that. Why can't I take the stick? And I'm gonna have to face dwarves and they're gonna try to scare
It's
the
getting
shit.
difficult to see in here.
Well, it's still pretty good.
You're crawling in a low passage.
They need D&D. We finished Raven's Loft. I'm like, why don't you D&D with Rusty?
You are crawling over cobbles in a low passage.
You can hear the bats, but you can hear the tinging.
It is now pitch dark. If you proceed, you will most likely fall. Set of key. Brass lantern.
Lamp on.
Set of keys.
It's like a Sierra game where you loudly announce, look, a room. That's what the narrators do. Okay, we got some twigs. Hey, there we go. X, Y, Z, Z, Y. Yes. So, just to let everybody know, the lamp is turn-based. Ooh. So when I did the instructions at the beginning, it did a lot for a longer layout. That's interesting.
You're in an awkward, sloping east-west canyon.
I'd say it's awkward. Ooh. Also, we have to manually save games. There is no autosaves, which is a nod to classics. Just for the sake of it, let's kill ourselves.
My goodness. That was a mighty fall. Oh dear. You seem to have been ousted from your adventure. I might be able to help, but I've never really done this before. Do you want me to try and resurrect you?
No, I'll just reload my game. Awkward sloping. I just wanted to see a classic Sierra death. You were liable to be eaten by a group. Or am I thinking you'll be liable? that was a good enough scream and had the classic music. Pull it up here. Oh yeah, there it is. I don't know how you couldn't find this. It's just under regular sound alerts. Same with some Gabriel Net ones and everything else. Okay. Oh, this is where the bird is. Thanks.
Set of keys, brass lantern. Set of keys, brass lantern. It is now pitch dark. If you proceed, you will most likely fall into a pit.
Hello, friend.
A cheerful little bird is sitting here singing. You could catch the bird, but cannot carry it. Set of wicker cage.
You're mine now.
You have captured the bird. Set of little bird in a cage.
Oh, he does little dance arounds. That's cute.
Brass lantern.
Lamp on.
Set of keys.
Yay, miner's canary. We won't get the black lung.
At your feet is a small pit breathing traces of mist. A white mist, usually water, seen from time to time in caverns. It can be found anywhere, but is frequently a sign of a deep pit leading down to water.
I think I need to make ours a little pillow to lay it for at my desk. That would be cute. Oh, did I go to a point of no return? I think I did. Oh no, never mind. So, I'm gonna come back to here in a few. I'm gonna go the other way first. She's trying to use the mouse pad as a pillow. Silly kitty. That's not the kind of mouse you want. Okay. So because we heard the tinking noises, I'm assuming these are where the dwarves are. Oh.
You can't go further west here.
Oh, okay, well, with that then.
You are in a debris room filled with stuff washed in from the surface. A low, wide passage with cobbles becomes plugged with mud and debris here. But an awkward canyon leads upward and west.
I might just... Oh, you know what?
A 3-foot black rod with a rusty star on an end lies nearby.
Good thing I did come over here. But
It says Zizzy.
That's a good thing I clicked on it. Otherwise, I'd just look at it from afar. Thank you, Chris. Alright. Going up and over. Okay. Have to go down into the mountain.
At your feet is a small pit breathing traces of mist. A white mist, usually water, seen from time to time in caverns. It can be found anywhere, but is frequently a sign of a deep pit leading down to water.
Correct me if I'm wrong. And I could be, and I could just be overly speculating. But if you are somebody who plays Shivers, there is a puzzle on the red door that has the exact same swirl pattern as this top layer here. If it is unintentional, cool. If it is a nod to Shivers, that is fantastic. It might just be overly coincidental, but...
You're at the east end of a vast hall stretching out of sight to the west. There are openings to either side. To the north, a cold wind blows up from a wide stone staircase leading downward. The hall is filled with wisps of white mist swaying to and fro, almost as if alive. Rough stone steps go upward behind you, and an upward scramble to the south leads to a chamber.
Do you hear the tinkings? Okay, we could either go through the cement opening or the... Oh, we can see a dwarf there.
A dwarf is hard at work in there.
Are you gonna be a dick to me? Just in case. Let's do a quick save.
A dwarf is hard at work in there. A dwarf is hard at work in there.
Yep. Working hard or hardly working hardy hard. I can't.
You're in a low room. Veins of gold cover the walls.
Oh. You go. You won't get it up the steps, but...
There's no use for that here.
I have a really bad feeling. Okay, if you've ever played BioShock, there's a, they called a Houdini splicer.
Set of brass lantern. Set of keys. Black rod. Brass lantern. Set of keys. It is now pitch dark. If you proceed, you will most likely fall into a pit.
Was he working in the... What? Our dwarves have cats? Do they have midnight vision?
Set black rod. Bottle of water.
Lamp...
Bottle of water. Brass lantern.
Lamp on.
Set of keys.
So there's a Houdini splicer, and as soon as you turn around, like he'll disappear in front of you, and then he's literally right behind you. No.
There is a large, sparkling nugget of gold here.
I don't want to turn around because I play too much BioShock. I'm gonna close my eyes. No? Okay. Gold. You know what? I'm not gonna be that person.
Looks like an old miner's helmet.
Get nugget. No. That's how you get killed.
You're in a low room. Veins of gold cover the walls.
They're gangsters.
Looks like coal. That won't work here. Nothing happens. It's broken and useless.
Thanks, man.
It says you won't get it up the steps.
Ugh, probably need this for the dragon, but okay, let's...
Set of keys.
I'm not gonna grab it yet. I have one space left, and if I have something that
Black rod. Set of keys.
that I absolutely need,
Black set of keys.
I'm not gonna do it. That dwarf's got me paranoid. Oh, hello.
You're in the east end of the Hall of the Little Dwarf.
Ah!
Watch out!
I knew he's... Hi, jerk. Okay, now I'm gonna steal your gold, because you're... Eh.
There is a little axe here.
Now I'm gonna
Set black rod. Dwarf's axe.
beat you up.
That is useless right now.
What?
That won't work here. There must be a way to cross this fissure. There must be a way to cross this fissure. Nothing happens.
I'm just gonna axe the darkness. Okay, well, let's go down, shall we? Ooh, this is pretty.
You're in the Hall of the Mountain King, with passages off in 5 directions. Enigmatic statues populate this grand space.
Is that a toilet? Oh, it's his legs.
Enigmatic statues populate this grand space.
I saw something in the distance there. I'd like to touch you.
There's nothing to do with it here. Enigmatic statues populate this grand space.
This reminds me of Lost Secrets of the Rainforest.
Could this have been the king's throne?
I see the snake up there, which could only mean that's probably where the snake is.
A huge, green, fierce snake. Attacking the snake won't work. Attacking the snake won't work.
Here, man, you want
Set of tasty food.
want some meat?
That won't work with the snake.
Shake its hand?
It would be dangerous to try and catch the snake.
I'm not trying to catch it, I just want to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Meat Man.
That won't work with the snake. Set of black rod.
I put a spell on you.
That won't work with the snake.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to wait, Snake Man.
Set black dwarf's axe.
You want the tasty bird?
Little bird attacks the green snake, and in an astounding flurry, drives the snake away.
Oh, you go, bird. Alright. Just in case I need him again, if I can find him.
You see a sturdy ladder.
I see what you did there.
There are bars of silver here. You hear the word "plu."
Ah.
It says Y2.
Okay.
You're in a large room with a passage to the south, a passage to the west, and a wall of broken rock to the east.
Put letter in pocket, I should.
Maybe you can fit through this small crack.
Can I?
Maybe you can fit through this small crack.
Do I look like Alice in Wonderland? Let's see what's down here.
You're in a dirty, broken passage. To the east is a crawl. To the west is a large passage. Above, you see a hole to another passage.
What? There's more up above.
The stream enters through a 2-inch slit.
Okay. That didn't do anything. More holes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna jot down a note to come back here, because if we're gonna just keep getting deeper and deeper, looks like it branches off a few ways. So, Y2K goes deeper. Okay. We'll go back up.
You see a sturdy ladder.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be fitting that into my pocket. Okay. Okay, well that's where we entered in. Let's go to the next.
Set brass lantern.
Ah, those are coins. Is there anybody I'm gonna fight in here?
There's no use for that here. Set brass wicker cage.
I'm gonna put you down for now. You are coming with me.
There are rare coins here.
Because that is what they had said to do. Aw, man, there's gonna be more angry little dudes. They're gonna throw stuff at me.
This is a dead end.
Clearly. Okay.
This is a dead end.
That's not...
You are at a crossover of a high north-south passage and a low east-west one.
Oh, there's a ladder up there. Alright. Do we take the ladder? Or go to the right? I'm gonna write this as coin passage, just in case we have to come back. To the right. That's my motivation for wanting to explore this case treasure. Just a year. Need rent, saved by family. Well, I decided to get 7 roommates. Not friendly.
Set brass rare dwarf's axe.
Throw coins at them. Must be getting close. Another passage there. Snow White, Cave Explorer.
You're at the west end of a long, featureless hall. The hall joins up with a narrow north-south passage.
Oh. 0. Bohol? Is that you? Is this the sewers? I totally feel like
That won't work here.
spaceship. I think this is the part of the game where it hasn't been patched yet.
You're in a twisting little maze of passages, all different.
Well, guess what?
There's nothing to do. There's no use for that here.
Probably shouldn't have come here yet. I think it's just a counter to find where we've been. Turns 9. May just have to reload. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like Link's Forest. Okay, this is different 0, so I'm assuming that this would be...
That is useless right now.
Yes, okay. Nope, that's just got a coin passage. I'm gonna write that Space Quest maze. Okay. Coming here to rob your lunch. Got a collection of meat in my pocket. Don't think I won't add to it. Oh,
There's no use for that here.
I just came full circle.
That is use. Nothing happens.
Okay. Back here again. So yeah. Oops. Kind of wondering if I just realized that it's a little bit, it's a lot more smooth on my Switch. It seems very more classic on the stream. It's like playing Shivers or Mist.
You're in a secret canyon which runs east and west. It
Hello,
crosses
dragon.
over a very tight canyon 15 feet below. If you go down, you may not be able to get back up.
I feel like I should save. But I'm not gonna save over the whole mist just because.
You're in a secret canyon which runs east and
I feel
west.
like I could
It
not
crosses
have
over a very
to
tight canyon
much.
15 feet below. If you go down, you may not be able to get back up. How curious. Seems to be an ancient carving of a dragon.
Is it though?
How curious. Seems to be an ancient carving of a
Hello.
dragon. There is a Persian rug here.
Is that? Oh, I thought you were calling the dragon a Persian rug.
A huge, green, fierce dragon bars the way. A huge, green, fierce dragon bars the set of keys. Black rod.
Look what I got.
There is a Persian rug here. Dragon doesn't seem to be interested in that. Set of keys.
May I
Tasty.
help you
A
in
huge,
some
green,
food?
fierce dragon bars the way. A huge, green, fierce dragon bars the set of keys. Black rod. Tasty food. The dragon doesn't seem to be interested in that. Set of coin. Tasty food. Dwarf's axe. There's no use for that here. The little axe bounces harmlessly off the dragon's set of scales. Tasty food.
Thank you.
The dragon looks rather nasty. Set brass not rare coin. Dwarf's axe. Can't get close enough to take it. The little axe bounces harmlessly off the dragon's thick scales.
Oh, you can get pretty close.
The dragon looks rather nasty. You best not try to get by. You can't get close enough to take it. Try that.
You now know who I am. Oh, good boy. Who's a good boy?
Attack a dragon with your bare hands.
Give me a piece.
Excellent. Reckless will try that. The dragon doesn't seem to be interested in that.
Not a cat. This seems like such a great place to save.
Set of keys. Set of keys. The dragon doesn't seem to be interested in that. Congratulations. You just vanquished a dragon with your bare hands.
It was petted and I
Unbelievable,
killed
isn't
it.
it?
Best scene in the game. So
You
sad.
don't want to beat a defeated dragon. It's had a hard enough day as it is.
Is it still breathing?
You don't want to beat a defeated dragon. It's had a hard enough day as it is. You'll need to drop something before you can carry anything more.
What do I want to lose?
Set of keys. Sorry, you'll need to drop something before you can carry anything more.
Oh, okay. It wrote down the words for me. Okay.
Set of keys.
Sometimes the puzzles are not obvious. That is truly the classic way. I am gonna leave the keys with the dragon.
Brass lantern. Bottle. Set of key. Set of keys. Brass lantern. Bottle. Set of key. Set of keys. Place to put them. Dropping things you're carrying
Oh, I'm
requires a
sorry.
nice, wide, flat place to put them.
Don't want them rolling off.
Set of
onto the
keys.
floor.
Brass. Dwarf. Set of keys.
Thank you. I'm gonna make a dress for that. Hello, fuse box.
I wouldn't touch that. You could get electrocuted. I wouldn't touch that. You could get electrocuted.
Maybe I like the burn.
I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that. You could get electrocuted. Touch that. I wouldn't touch that. Electrocuted. You could get electrocuted. I wouldn't touch. 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 I wouldn't touch that. You could get electrocuted.
Fine. Ooh.
The mirror is obviously provided for the use of the dwarves who, as you know, are extremely vain. The mirror is obviously provided for the use of the dwarves who, as you know, are extremely vain.
So there is a movie called The 10th Kingdom, and it talks about how all the mirrors in the area are actually created by the dwarves. It wasn't so that they were vain, they were just really good at making that.
Be careful. You don't want to fall in. You are at the edge of a large underground reservoir. That won't work here. Looks like coal. Don't dirty your hands with it. Nothing happens. That won't work here. There's no use for that here. You're at a reservoir. White mist fills the room. Rare brass lantern. Tasty food.
Can you take those lanterns? I don't think so. Probably because they're electric.
Tasty food.
Not gonna lie, that might become a sound alert at some point in time. Tasty food. It might join Gabriel Knight's white sausage.
I wouldn't touch that. You could get electrocuted. You're in a secret north-south canyon above a large room.
Spelunking on a Thursday evening. Ooh. Yes.
You're at the west end of a two-pit room. The floor here is littered with thin rock slabs, which there's a tiny little plant in the pit. Bottle of water. The plant spurts into furious growth for a few seconds.
Now you know you play a Sierra game.
Water.
Thank you, Audrey, too.
There is a 12-foot-tall beanstalk stretching up out of the pit, bellowing, "Water! Water!" Tasty empty bottle. Tasty food.
Make a note to self. Refill water. And I know exactly where to go for that. It was in one of the,
Tasty food. Red Persian rug.
Oh, it's a Persian rug.
Brass lantern.
Water.
Tasty food.
Oop, I keep hitting the wrong one.
You're at the west end of a two-pit room. There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown. It missed. There is a threatening little dwarf in the room with you.
Oh,
Tasty food.
I was going to offer him some meat.
A small pool of oil seeps out of the ground here.
Yes.
Delightful fungi are providing enchanting illumination.
I love bioluminescence.
You must not touch them. They are sensitive and may shrink away.
What would have been a typical Sierra response is, don't touch them. They don't know where you've been.
You must not touch them. They are sensitive and may shrink away.
How many places to go?
There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown. It missed.
Dude,
Tasty food.
here, have some meat.
Tasty food.
All I wanted to do was cook for you. You stole it myself. Ah, yes. Psychedelic.
That light is quite entrancing and colorful.
I totally want that.
It's not yours. Besides, it's too high to reach.
Will be mine. Pushing.
Sorry, you'll need to drop something before you can carry anything more.
I think I might just make a pile of things in the hub.
You're in the soft room.
Okay. Good, right. Psychedelic. Maybe we'll give it to an imp who will then give us a tile that he has been sitting and contemplating on for many a year.
You must not touch them. They're sensitive and may shrink away.
What happens if I
Take
turn off my light?
brass lantern, Persian, brass lantern. Tasty food. It is now pitch dark. If you proceed, you will most likely fall into a pit.
Oh, I thought the bioluminescence would have been.
Dwarf brass lantern. Tasty food.
Alright, let's move this way.
You're in bed quilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere.
We'll tackle the bigger multi-level areas afterward. Offshoot. Multi.
You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage.
Oh, that's fun. Alright, let's get some water for Audrey too.
There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown. It missed.
Girl, your aim is awful.
There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown. It missed. Tasty food.
Well, next time I'll walk around with the axe and throw it at you and see how you like it. Sorry, I'm just gonna sit back on my chair a bit. I'm sorry, what? Ooh, this is fun. Chad.
There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown. It missed. Empty dwarf's axe. That is useless right now. You see a little dwarf sitting here knitting. There's no use for that here. Don't touch that. It's very hot.
What was it? Is he turned on by dwarf
Don't
lady?
touch that. It's very hot. Don't touch that. It's very... Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Tasty food. That is useless right now. Nothing happens. There's nothing to do with it here. She doesn't want to take dwarf's black
Here,
rod.
Fairy Princess. Do I?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Tasty food. Dwarf's brass lantern.
Here, you
Persian
can,
rug. Black Persian rug. There's nothing to do with it here. Black Plue. Plue. That is useless right now.
Oh, does she even blink?
Black Plue. Zizzy. Zizzy. Nothing happens.
Okay, they're really not one to talk.
You're in a secret canyon at a junction of 3 canyons, bearing north, south, and southeast. The north one is as tall as the other 2 combined.
Northeast and Dennis?
You're at a low window overlooking a huge pit, which extends up out of sight. A floor is indistinctly visible far below. Traces of white mist cover the floor of the pit, becoming thicker to the left. Marks in the dust around the window would seem to indicate that someone has been here recently. The shadowy figure seems to be trying to attract your attention. The shadowy figure seems to be trying to attract you. Take Dwarf's axe.
Throw it at my reflection.
The shadowy figure seems to be trying to attract your attention. Black Plue. Plue. That is useless right now. Black Plue. Zizzy. Zizzy. Nothing happens.
Well, then don't try to talk to me, bud. Hey, pirate.
I'll just take all this booty and hide it away with me chest deep in the maze.
Yeah, bitch.
Tasty food. Brass. Tasty food.
What was the other thing I had? I don't think I did. Oh.
You're at a low window overlooking a huge pit.
My bro.
Far across it, you see a shadowy
I
figure
had to
in a
strangle
similar
a dragon
window.
for that, you jerk.
You're at the dwarf's axe. There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown. It missed. You have vanquished a little dwarf.
Uh-huh.
Tasty food.
I'll show you to throw things.
You're at the junction of there is a little axe here. There is a little axe here.
I'm sorry, ma'am, if that was your husband. My condolences.
You see a sturdy ladder.
What'd you call me? We're back here.
You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage.
Hooray! Under the sea.
You're in a large room carved out of sedimentary rock. The floor and walls are littered with bits of shells embedded in the stone. That won't work here. It is too big and heavy to carry. There is an enormous clam here. Its shell is tightly closed. Dwarf's axe. The axe is too small. Black rod.
Eat it.
The rod has no effect.
Sound like a cave that's got its own ecosystem.
Nothing happens. This is an old coral passage. It's now blocked by debris. Dwarf's axe.
Okay, well. Gonna have to. Why does Stinky Pirate give up? I stole them fair and square. How dare you, pirate. Makes me irate. Quicksand. feeler. Ooh, Jimbles is just in the next room. Okay, now let's go up and out. And I'm going to bed. Good night, David. Thanks for coming and hanging out for a bit. Get some sleep. As I find my exit. Can I go this way? Hello.
That won't work here.
Yes.
There are faint rustling noises from the darkness behind you.
The stupid pirate again.
There are faint rustling noises from the darkness behind you.
Alright. Need to get the water refill. I mean, I could take the gold now if I really wanted to, considering the pirate robbed me. Thank you. What'd you up to?
Just finishing up.
I should come join. What's up, dude?
Don't disturb the dead. Could that be the ancient mountain king?
Could be. ask him and find out. Okay. We're gonna go back into the snake one.
There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown.
Dang it, dwarves! Stop
It
popping out of
missed. You
nowhere.
have vanquished a little dwarf.
How is my aim so good? I've done axe throwing. I suck.
Sorry, you'll need to drop something before you can carry anything more. Maybe you can fit through this small crack.
Where did you... Oh, yeah, the blue.
That's a crazy light. I wouldn't touch that. You could get electrocuted. Large dwarf's axe. Black dwarf's axe.
Oh, wait, the pirate comes around and smack him. Okay. Let's go back down this way. You're not an adventurer, you're a murderer. I mean, that happens. Conflicting tastes. Just down this way.
Taste empty bottle. Your bottle is now full.
Okay, let's go. Use this to plant.
Precious bottle of dwarf's axe.
I should also have a dwarf. Killing tally. So I've killed 2 so far. There's 7, so still got 5 to go.
There's nothing to do with it here.
Bird cage over there. Make a small save. Is there anything beyond this? Remember. I'm so sorry, my man. Please.
The steps are extremely steep. Luckily, there's a rope to hang onto.
Bottle of dwarf's eggs. Tastes like home.
Water.
Black bottle of water. The plant grows explosively, almost filling the bottom of the pit. There is a gigantic beanstalk stretching all the way up to the hole. Tasty food. Tasty food.
One beanstalk. Round and round the beanstalk we go, slightly getting dizzy. If I was wearing a VR, I'd probably, yeah. Not really.
Precious jewel. Empty bowl.
Well, let me get my
Dwarf's axe.
axe out here just in case Dr. Dopey decides to fight me. Looks like teeth.
There's no use. You find yourself in a pantry, apparently for a very large person. You see a cavernous room to the north. You're in the giant room. The ceiling is too high to see with your lamp. Cavernous passages lead east, north, and south. Those potatoes are as big as rocks. Even one would overwhelm you. It would take a giant appetite to devour those large potatoes. The passage here is blocked by a recent cave-in. You're in the giant room. The ceiling is too high to see with your lamp. Cavernous passages lead east, north, and south. The way north leads through a massive iron door. The door is extremely rusty and refuses to open.
Oh, I know what I gotta do.
There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown.
Dude, this room would be way bigger to use.
It missed. You have attacked a little dwarf, but he has dodged out of the way.
Dang. Is this where the dwarf lives?
There is a large nest here. Sorry, you'll need to drop something before you can carry tasty food. Precious jewelry. Large gold nugget. Dropping things you're carrying requires a nice, wide, flat place to put them. Large gold nugget. Dropping things you're carrying requires a nice, large gold.
Gold. Nugget. At. Probably should go find that pirate though. I'm gonna need my coin.
Empty bottle. Golden dwarf's axe.
Just in case he pops up again.
There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown.
Speak of the devil.
It missed. You have attacked a little dwarf, but he has dodged out of the way.
This one's much more sneakier than the rest of them.
Empty bottle. Your bottle is now full of oil.
Back up. Sorry, just a little tired.
Bottle of oil. Precious jewelry. Dwarf. Bottle of oil.
It'd be really funny if I could drink it.
There are threatening dwarves here. Knives are thrown. Bottle of black dwarf's axe. You have attacked a little dwarf, but he has dodged out of the way. precious bottle of oil. The oil has freed up the hinges so that the door will now open. The way north leads through a massive iron door. That's a splendid bottle, but be careful around it. You're in a magnificent cavern. There is a rushing stream that cascades as a sparkling waterfall into a roaring whirlpool, which drains through a hole in the floor. There are threatening dwarves here.
Come on, man.
Knives are thrown. None precious
That
dwarf's
should be hitting me,
axe. You have vanquished a little dwarf.
One. 4 more to go.
There's nothing to do with it here.
Hello.
You see a steep slope. It looks like you can slide down it.
An elephant
That's an enormous ribcage. What it's being used for, I can't imagine. There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown. It got you. Oh dear. You seem to have been ousted from your adventure. I might be able to help, but I've never really done this before. Do you want me to try and resurrect you?
We'll see what happens when he does.
All right. But don't blame me if something goes wrong.
That's funny.
Empty bottle. Brass, precious, empty bottle. Brass lantern. Empty bottle.
That's really funny. Can you believe that happened, Cedric?
A large owl seems to be watching you.
It's crazy.
Empty bottle. Golden eggs. Precious jewelry.
Pardon me.
Brass lantern. Gold. Precious jewelry.
I mean, I could store some of this stuff up here. That is a possibility. But I'm actually gonna reload again.
Empty bottle.
Gotta find that despicable pirate that stole my crap.
You're above a chamber. Nothing happens.
Oh, that's fine. You can stop animating if you want to.
Black bottle of water. There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown. Precious bottle of water. Dwarf's axe. There's no use. Precious bottle of water. The plant grows explosively, almost filling the bottom of the pit. There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown.
Stop
Precious
trying to hit me,
empty
man.
dwarf's axe. You have attacked a little dwarf, but he has dodged out of the way. That is useless right now. Precious jewelry. Your bottle is now full of oil. There's no use for that here. That is useless right now. There is a gigantic beanstalk stretching all the way up to the hole.
Oh. Mr. Giant, I'm coming inside. Gonna take your eggs while I run and hide. And you have some little dwarves.
You're in the giant room. Bottle of oil.
Oh,
Brass lantern.
that
There are threatening dwarves here. Knives are thrown. Bottle. Taste. Black dwarf's axe. You have vanquished a little dwarf. There's no use for that here.
Hello?
There is a threatening dwarf.
Where did you come
A
from?
sharp knife is thrown. It
I'm trying to
missed.
keep...
Bottle, dwarf's axe. There's nothing to do with it here. Bottle of oil. The oil has freed up the hinges so that the door will now open. The way north leads through a massive iron door. Fell into the rushing water. Oh dear. You seem to have been ousted from your adventure. I might be able to help, but I've never really...
That's too bad. I will save after this part, though. Just in case. I do love the environment. It's very, very pretty. Oh, can I go down there?
The wide steps are blocked by a mass of boulders.
Oh, what's over there?
The wide steps are blocked by a mass... Careful, don't burn yourself. The wide steps are blocked by a mass of boulders. The wide steps are blocked by a mass of boulders. You are above a tall east-west canyon. You see an immense passage to the west.
Dang it, Pirate Steve.
I'll just take all this booty and hide it away with me chest deep in the maze.
Pirate Steve stealing my stuff.
Taste black bottle dwarf's axe.
Tastes like dwarf sacks.
There is a threatening dwarf. A sharp knife is thrown.
Figured you'd be here.
You have vanquished a little dwarf. There is a 12-foot-tall beanstalk. Bottle of water.
There.
The plant grows explosively, almost filling the bottom of the pit. Dwarf's axe.
Just in case a dwarf decides to get up my butt when I'm trying to get some oil.
Dwarf empty bottle. Your bottle is now full of bottle. Dwarf's axe.
My bottle is filled with dwarf sacks.
That seems to be a... There's no use for that here. There's nothing to do with it. Nothing happened. There is a gigantic beam. There's nothing to do with it here. There is a gigantic beanstalk stretching all the way up to the hole.
I like how you can stop the animation just in case like you do feel like queasy from like the motion. That you can do like little spurts wherever you want it. Well, since Pirate Steve stole all my stuff.
You're in the giant room. Bottle of dwarf's axe. Bottle of oil. The oil has freed up the hinges so that the door will now open. The way north leads through a massive iron door.
I'm gonna put this one down.
You're in a cavern with a waterfall. Dwarf's axe.
Dwarf Axe Cologne.
You see a steep slope. It looks like you can slide down it. You're in a large, low room. Crawls lead north, east, southeast, and southwest.
Let's go up the butt.
You're in a dead end.
There. Maybe this is where Pirate Steve is. Huh. Okay, well, we're back here again.
You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage.
Ooh, the dwarf playboy. I see what you did there, Roberta. Sig Cement. Heldenberg Cement Group. Kilos.
You are in an anteroom leading to a large passage to the east. Small passages go west and up. The remnants of recent digging are evident. Dwarf Spelunker today.
Read.
I'm afraid the magazine is written in Dwarvish.
I'm sorry? Our narrator cannot read Dwarf? Makes me very sad.
Oh my. What was that?
Looks like they're doing some blasting.
You've crawled around in some little hole. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage.
Oh, we got one of these again.
You've crawled around in some little holes and wound... You've crawled around in some little hole. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage. You've crawled around in some little hole. You've crawled around in some little hole. You see a sturdy ladder. You've crawled around in some little holes and you're at wit. Nothing happens. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up. You've crawled around in some little holes and. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage.
Okay. So, wit's end. Let's see what we got here. Anti. Gotcha.
Empty bottle.
I'm gonna do. Gonna load up this one.
Empty dwarf's axe. You see a steep slope. It looks like you can slide down. Empty dwarf's axe.
Oh, this is a pretty room.
This is the Orient Room. Ancient Asian cave drawings cover the walls. A gently sloping passage leads upwards to the north, another passage leads southeast, and a hands and knees crawl leads west. There's nothing to do with it here. You see a gong, an instrument for meditative journeys.
Interesting.
Empty bottle. This seems to be an ancient ritual vessel for cooking food. Interesting.
One Ming base.
These wall drawings must have been quite beautiful when first created.
They're still pretty now. Oh, we're in the psychedelic room. Okay. That's small. There. I'm gonna go grab the cushion while I'm at it.
Sorry. Empty bottle. Dwarf, empty bottle.
That is exactly what I wanted to do.
Dwarf's axe. Dwarf's axe. Dwarf's axe. Velvet pillow. Ming vase. Velvet Ming golden dwarf's axe. Brass lantern. velvet pillow, golden eggs, dwarf's axe. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage. You've crawled around in some little holes and wound up back in the main passage. That seems to be a foolhardy idea. There is a gigantic beanstalk stretching all the way up to the hole. Nothing happens.
Interesting. Alright. Back through here.
Dwarf's axe. It says fee, fi, fo, foo.
Alright.
Dwarf's axe.
Oh, let's see what this way does. Ooh. Why, hello.
You're on one side of a large, deep chasm. A white mist rises up from below to obscure much of the far side. A southwest path leads away from the chasm into a winding corridor.
There is a troll here, so let's...
You're on one side of a burly troll stands by the bridge and insists you throw him a treasure before you may cross. The troll steps out from beneath the bridge and blocks your way.
No one treads on my bridge without payment.
Tasty food, golden eggs, velvet pillow. That doesn't interest the troll. Golden egg, tasty food.
No.
Gluttony is not one of the troll's vices. Golden
I
eggs,
mean, it could be.
Ming vase. It says stop, pay troll.
Make sure there's here first.
What a frightening sight. A terrible place to fall.
I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. Where's that troll hanging out?
You're on the far side of the chasm. A northeast path leads away from the chasm on this side.
This is cool.
The walls are quite warm here. Dwarf's axe.
Ooh, we're going to the volcano. Look at that. Oh, that is amazeballs. I love that.
You see a breathtaking view.
Stop.
Far below lies an active volcano from which gobs of molten lava surge and cascade to the depths. The
Every time I
glowing
hear
rock
that, I just
bathes
think
the
of myself
cavern
in
with a
Philadelphia,
blood-red
where it's
glare,
just like,
feigning a macabre
you want
appearance.
to get that
The
poison
air is
because
dense
it's
with sparks of ash,
disposable,
the smell of
but
brimstone, and
it always
walls
sounds like
too
you want
hot
to
to
get that
touch.
joyful. Retro
The
Gamer
thundering
Dad!
volcano is so deafening it drowns out all sounds.
Hello,
Embedded
how are
in the
you
jagged
today?
roof far overhead Twisted formations of white alabaster scatter the murky light to become sinister apparitions upon the walls. On one side, you see a deep gorge encasing tortured rock that seems to be crafted by the devil himself. To your left, an immense river of fire gushes from the volcano's depths, then flows through the gorge to plummet into a bottomless pit. On the right, a huge geyser of blistering steam erupts from a barren island within a bubbling sulphurous lake. Above, the wall flickers with a glow of its own, lending more infernal splendor to an already hellish scene.
Oh, yeah. I don't hear it on my thing. Is it just this room, or has it been doing it the whole time?
My goodness, that was a mighty fall. Oh dear, you seem to have been ousted from your adventure. I might be able to help, but I've
We did
never
find
really
Cedric.
done this before. Do you want me to try and resurrect you? All right, but don't blame me if something goes wrong.
I'll show you Cedric. I'll reload, but... Was it just crackling in the volcano room? It might just be the altar. I heard the odd crackles since the stream started, but it's been gradually getting worse. The volcano is the worst, though. It's been cracking on and off. Seems okay here. Let me see here. Could we top it? No. I think it was just, no crackles now. I think it was just because I had the... I hear it popping a little bit. The Elgato has 3 settings on Streamlabs. One is just capturing audio only, one to go out via waves, and then the other one's that, and I can hear it doing the odd pop now. I want to do the wave out. Hold on. Come on. There it goes. We are saved.
A large owl seems to be watching you.
Interesting. I think it's just the Elgato now, just doing... Yeah, the Elgato's just doing dumb things now. Definitely gonna send it in for warranty. Come on, audio. Kick on in. Come on. Sometimes it just needs a little push.
That won't work here.
Why is doubling up on the sound now? I do not know.
Golden dwarf's axe.
Golden dwarf force axe.
The troll steps out from beneath the bridge and blocks your way.
You're on the southwest side of the chasm.
That's so weird. That's so weird. I don't know why the Elgato's been like acting up as of recent. I've had it for almost 2 years now. I think my warranty on it is for like 5. Okay. Get back over here. Hopefully it'll kick in. I don't know why a troll has a queue line. I don't think people are just like lining up here. Well, that's fun. Not necessary, but fun. Come on. See, doing the one now will just cause it to duplicate. Nope. The stinky pirate stole my coins. No. I'm only gonna play for another 10 minutes anyway, so we'll just have to deal with the double audio at the moment.
A burly troll. Golden eggs.
The coins I need to keep for later. Yeah, I know, and I gotta find where the pirate is. There's a good chance that the Elgato just needs to be unplugged and plugged back in, because that's like its common problem, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into my warranty on that after the stream because this is getting to be a little ridiculous, and I am working on my Tomb Raider project, so I do need it to do better than what it's doing. And it's not a cheap device, I can definitely tell you that. Yeah,
You're at a breathtaking view. You're at a breathtaking view.
this spot definitely is screwing with the audio. I can hear it. It's probably pushed the switch a little too high.
Dwarf's axe.
The food container is completely empty.
Tasty food. There's nothing to do with it here.
Hello.
The bear is chained to the chain. The bear eagerly wolfs down, after which he seems to calm down considerably, and even becomes rather friendly. The bear is still attached to the chain. The chain is locked to the bear. Black rod. Dwarfs.
This is so weird.
There's no use for that here.
Is this King's Quest 1? Possibly. The baronet. Who's a good boy? Okay, well, now I need my keys. And my keys are elsewhere. They're over by the dead dragon.
The troll steps out from beneath the bridge and blocks your way.
No one treads on my bridge with
Good workmanship. But not valuable enough. Payment.
Black rod. Dwarf Ming vase.
I gotta find this stupid pirate. He stole all my crap. I think we might have to use like another save from prior, but the only problem is
That's an enormous rib cage. What it's being used for, I can't imagine.
now we're back in here. Let's see where this goes.
You are following a wide around the outer edge of the large cavern. Far below, black rod.
Yeah. Actually, I wonder.
Black rod. Dwarf's axe.
Just for right now, I'm just gonna. Just turned on his volume for right now. Well, it's definitely not the. No, that was not. There was no pit there. Come on. You scored 60 points at 30 using 408. That's not a signature. Okay. Well, we know Bear needs the keys, so we're gonna go get the keys. Oh, well, that's garbage. Ah. That's where he was at. That was the dead end. Okay, we're here again. Oh, great. Okay, we are gonna go. Not that there's anything else in here. No, okay. Gonna go back. We're gonna at least free the bear. I think it's only fitting. All right. There's a really good chance that there's gonna be some dwarves, and I'm gonna have to. This queue line's worse than going to Candace Wonderland. Oh my god, I'm stuck on the queue line. Alright. Oh, got a little trapdoor in there. Oh, he's got it on both sides. That's interesting. Alright, let's go find our friend the bear. Well, I would like to hope so. Gotta go help him. Unfortunately, keep on quested. Well, until you go to compliments, though. Thanks for good. Thank you, Les. Much appreciated. More so than you can believe. Get him. Good boy. Yeah, that would save over that. With that is a good spot to stop for tonight. Let me just go here. Back to the main menu. Alright, gonna go back to here. Oop. There we go. Alright. Switch into sleep mode. Gorgeous. Colossal Cave. I am thoroughly enjoying it. It is very much what you would expect from essentially a point-and-click adventure. I do apologize that the Elgato kind of went really crappy with the audio. It's been acting up quite recently, even when I was trying to do some footage for a project I'm doing. I'm probably just going to have to replace it. Unfortunately. But we will be picking it up again next week. I'm going to rearrange my schedule. Sierra Sunday is still going to be Sierra Sunday. We're still going to play Quest for Glory 4. Monday, supposed to be Sports Story, but I might put Colossal Cave on Adventure Monday. And then Tuesday is Terrestrial Tuesday, where we're playing Advent Rising. And then Saints Row on Wednesday. I might shuffle that around with Sports Story. I'm going to see how that goes. I do want to get Saints Row done at least. And then Thursday is usually Tomb Raider Thursday, but I'm probably going to play some for my project on Thursday afternoon. So I might just move Sports Story to Thursday night. Or I might just do Colossal Cave again Thursday night. Sports Story rocks, but yes, more caves is good. So I will I'll definitely post on the Discord my schedule. I usually post it on Sundays as to what I'm going to be doing. I usually try to post it in the afternoon. I am working this Sunday, so I probably won't be able to post my schedule until about 3:30 or something like that. But I try to get it up relatively in a timely manner. Um, I am ridiculously excited that we have this game yet again. Thanks for everybody who did actually join in from the Colossal Cave server. Greatly appreciate that. We definitely have lots to talk about. It's pretty. It's very, very pretty. And the maze thing, I gotta figure out. But it's like, it's even like playing Gabriel Knight when you're running through the woods. If you go the wrong way, either you loop out or you screw yourself over. Which is one thing I absolutely love about the old style games is there is no hand holding. It's one thing modern games unfortunately tends to do a lot more often, and that is to make games easier, not really challenge. And having a good challenge is fantastic. Mentally, it's healthy for you. If you challenge yourself, it keeps the gears a flowing. But as I said earlier, I'm a huge Tomb Raider fan. I do have like newer Tomb Raider stuff behind me, but the one thing I really dislike about it is the hand holding. First and foremost, if you can press a button to find where your objective is and what you can touch, kind of takes you out of the element a little bit there. Um, I'm liking the style. It's neat to have a combo of old Sierra and fresh new outlook. It's fantastic. It would be really interesting to play VR. The idea that I actually like about the VR is it actually is as well a point and click adventure, instead of just being like, here, grab hand. So, I like the idea that you're immersed in the world around you, um, but not necessarily with those controls because sometimes it can be a little jarring. I don't play VR much, and the games I have played, uh, either kind of make you really motion sickness or um you get a little too into it with the action. But luckily this is a nice relaxing kind of game. Of course there's puzzles. Of course there's a pirate who stole all my crap. But it definitely, as like Les says, it's very refreshing. And I'm super excited to be able to play it. I'm super excited that I got to talk to Ken and Roberta Williams. I am super excited to continue this on. Um, but I will be back on Sunday night for some more Quest for Glory 4. We are playing the Thief storyline. So I will definitely be back. I'm usually on between 8:30 9:30 Sunday through Thursday, Friday and Sunday, or Friday, Saturday. I'm usually doing other things. Saturday, we are supposed to be doing some Croft Engine Sabatu Tomb Raider 1. So if you or anybody's interested in playing Tomb Raider 1 multiplayer, you'll definitely find that out on my Discord as well. As looking, but thank you for the stream. Thank you, Prawn, for the lurks. Hopefully the kitty didn't sleep too much on the mouse pad. I'm going to go here. Also, like to thank everybody for the follows. Much appreciated. Everybody that follows me, I do follow them back, whether they stream or not. Because if somewhere in the future that they do decide to stream, at least if I already got one extra follower. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to Twitch. I'm gonna see if anybody is actually playing some Colossal Cave. Let's keep the Colossal Cave love going. Let's see. Let me go. Cave. Jake Joe, she's doing a Colossal Cave playthrough. Let's give her a. Oh, actually, you know what? There's one person with 2 viewers, so let's give Moonstrike Lily a raid here. Let me just make sure I get her name right. Copy. Gotta get some writing done. Have yourselves a good night. You know, if you need me to do anything less, you just hit me up with that. So, Moonstrike Lily, I don't know her, but she's playing. We're gonna say hi to her. We'll keep the Sierra 20th. I wouldn't say 20th anniversary. I would say it's the reunion of fans to the heroes. It's been a very, very long time coming, and I'm super excited. Thank you, everyone, again. As always, if you've been lurking in the chat, don't think I don't see you. I do, and I appreciate you. And if you have been in the chat, you already know I love you. I will see you guys again Sunday night for some Quest for Glory. Till then, bye for now.